Good afternoon, everybody. I thought I'd touch on Empire Avenue and what is considered a social stock market. With Empire Avenue, you're able to find people's other profiles easily and interconnect with them on other social media sites. This is my profile. As you can see on the screen, I have my LinkedIn account connected. If you scroll over it, you can see the link at the bottom. I have my Facebook account, Twitter account, Empire Avenue status is there, WordPress, Google+, YouTube, Foursquare, Flickr, blogs, etc. So anybody that interacts with me on Empire Avenue can find all of my main social media profiles. Everybody starts at a minimum of 10 for the share price, and dependent on whether people buy or sell it, the price goes up or down. I have a particular liking for this site because of its gaming of our social media statuses. As you can see from the top, my share price is 141.91 and I've just 591 of available virtual money left on here because I've spent the money buying other people's shares. Once you get your status on here up to a certain level, it allows you to do missions. So you can do other missions for other people to help them build up their social media presence. There you go, this is a good guy. This is Justin Matthew. He's got a great social media presence, very good share price on here. And for a retweet and a favourite, he'll give you 3,000 virtual EVEs. A bit more of his down here. 10,000 for a reshare. Ooh, that looks like it's worth a look. Let's have a look, shall we? So click on the link. Let's see what the mission says. So the mission says 10,000 for reshare plus one retweet, Facebook post, whatever. So in other words, take some action. Well, I'm going to like that before I do it. So I've liked it. And now I'm going to click and complete the mission. So I've gone, it's taken me straight through to Jessica's Google Plus profile. Holiday traveller turns to social media to help find Mom's brown hat. That sounds like a nice story. So we'll +1 that. And then we'll make a comment at the bottom. Say we've been by. So we're just typing in that we've liked the thing and we've found it through Empire Avenue. Close that off. Now if we refresh Empire Avenue, those proceeds have now gone into my pot. I now have 10,591. So I can now go and buy some shares. I already own some of her shares, if you see. She's got a nice share price of 434. She's a good social media person. And what I'll do also on here, it says already completed. And we'll go down and let's see if we can make a comment still. I might have needed to do that before. There we go. These browsers, they don't slow you down sometimes. Let's so here we go. We make a comment. I thank Jessica for it. All of these things help her social media profile. Okay, put a capital on the end of things. That's now up. Quite often at this point I like to consider buying some of the shares back with the reward that I've had from the person offering the mission. So I'm going to have a look at Jessica's profile. So there you go. Share price. Gives you the stats on what she's done, dividends paid out. It's a nice rise in value on the portfolio. So looking pretty good that. So let's give some of that money back. So 400 a share. So she's giving me 10,000. So let's have 20 shares. There we go. refresh. Back down to almost zero again in a moment. There you go, 1,467. Right, what's next? I brought you here basically to give you an application for making work on Empire Avenue more simple. This is one that I found as I was going around looking for something to automate my buying and selling, making life a lot easier. So you have a buy tool with a set of parameters. So you can choose by last updated, this bit here. You can choose by days on Empire Avenue, minimum, maximum on Empire Avenue. You can pick whether they're brand new, whether they're only, or in the top 5,000 on the site. You can pick a price by minimum. You can set a maximum price for each share, and it'll search for these things inside Empire Avenue and then come back to you with a. So a good yield is a 0.7 or above on a daily basis. You don't want particularly small shares, so if you set that dividend at 0.2, just to get rid of the minimum ones. Let's say you want somebody that's reasonably new to the site, but not too new. So let's say you set to the minimum days on Empire Avenue here. Set that to 2. Networks connected. This is other social networks connected to Empire Avenue. So I normally like to go for about 3. If people have only got 1, it means that typically they just like to blab on about something. But if they've got more than 1 other social network connected to Empire Avenue, it means that they are genuinely social. And then you can change this by yield, return on investment, dividends, price, activity in Empire Avenue, portfolio, wealth. So if you search by portfolio wealth, and then you run the query, I'm not interested in the one they're promoting, I've already bought some of the Lioness shares. Click search, and away it goes, and a few seconds later it comes back with a list of about 50 that it considers you should be considering buying. It does take a while to load because obviously it's searching the site. So what you've got here is you've got your average dividend yield, and all of these people have either a good dividend and they have a score by it, and the return on investment here you can look at how many shares they've sold. So all of these people have sold a lot of shares. As you can see, a lot of these people with good dividends, I already own some of their shares. So there you go, that gives you a good idea. That looks slightly risky. Not many activities on Empire Avenue, so I'll exclude that one. I'll show you how it excludes it in a moment. There's a little bit of selling there, the buying's come back, a little bit of selling there. So blue means buys, yellow means in the graphs. So if I click select all, it'll have selected all of those apart from the one that I've previously selected, and that one will be missing. So there it is, it's missing here. So now then you could look at what you wanted to spend on each one. I don't have much to spend at the moment, but it'll still give it a try for me. So let's say I've got 1,000 EVEs. It might be some it can manage. So let's just say you want to invest 1,000 EVEs. It'll just do as many as it can do. Buy stocks. It'll start from the top and work its way down. It'll only do 1 purchase. But it's found people with a good return on their investment, which means your share price rises. So it says 49 transactions, it'll only actually do 1. But I think you'd want to sit here and watch a screen and just disappear. There you go. Obviously we've accumulated some more money whilst we've been talking. So it did 3. Obviously accumulated some more wealth actually while we were talking. So go back to Empire Avenue. This will show less than 1,000 EVEs on here now. Yeah, there you go, 38. But I've bought some more shares. So I'm now getting more dividends. That helps my share price. Bit of a game, but that makes it very simple. That'll do 50 transactions with a drop of a hat. You notice it says here, post a shout out. Right. So post a shout out is actually putting something on their profile, so that's bringing you exposure on their profile. You have various levels of upgrade on Empire Avenue. So if you decided that you wanted to invest in more than you can actually invest in, you've got a more dessert pack, more dessert 5-pack, and even more dessert 30-pack you can pay money for. You've got upgrades that you can do. I've done several already, paid for with virtual money. So I can buy up to 500 shares now. You start off being able to buy 200. I'm on portfolio 4 size wise. It goes on and on and on. It's a fun site to do, but it also does expose you to various different things, and you can use it as a great tool. For instance, once you've got yourself established on here and you're working with a client or you want to promote a friend, you could set up a mission to actually promote it, and you could pay money to buy the eaves to promote the mission. So it's very easy to set up a budget, and the actions that you requested will get done by the people who are active on social media. I've highlighted the site at the top in blue so that you can actually see what it is. It's dr.de/eav/eav.pl, and this is a great tool. The only thing you need to do to actually be able to use the tool is actually have some shares in Dr. David. DAVD. As you can see, I own 50 shares. He obviously likes my portfolio. He has 1,200 shares invested in me. It's a great tool. It works very well, and he doesn't expect you to keep buying his shares, he just expects you to have some. Back to Empire Avenue. Let's see if I've had cash. Not had any more cash at the moment. So I've got a reasonably large portfolio with 762 people invested in me.